Lauren, I totally expected a slap down this episode.
What, me? Slap me
No,
down?
I wish I had been there actually, but no. Mia, Lake, then we got Julia and Emmy going at it.
I mean, that's your typical Southern hospitality cat fight. I just usually expect somebody to lose an eye.
Yeah, I'm waiting on somebody to actually do something about it instead of just yell at each other. But anyway, Southern Hospitality, Season 4, Episode 8, Chemical Bromance. Let's watch.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the hosts side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Hi, Channel Surfers. Welcome to Remote Reality. This is Dee, your friend and paralegal host.
And this is Lauren, your co-host today, realizing that this podcast would not operate without me.
That's exactly right. I have no problems bowing down.
I just want to bow down today.
I know you do. I'm so sorry.
Channel surfers, about 2 hours ago, the vet called me and said it was time to say goodbye to my dog, Teddy. I haven't watched Southern Hospitality, so you guys will be seeing my melancholy and real reactions. Dee has watched it, which is why she's going to carry the show, and I'm going to carry this 24-ounce glass of Pinot Grigio.
I say we watch. Michols is like rocking New York. Him and TJ are in New York, and he has gotten the cover of So Gay, and he looks amazing. Those were so
the
hot.
cover of Men's Warehouse, a national campaign.
Yes.
What was Mia doing to her crotch?
I have no idea. I was thinking that, because it looks like an electric dildo, but she's got pants on, so obviously that's not what she's doing.
I mean,
but
she had like a underwear on.
Yeah. I was thinking it was some kind of maybe electrolysis thing, like hair removal or something that like shocks it or something. I don't know. It looked like a taser, like she was taking a taser to her twat.
Taser to the twat.
Well, that made you laugh at least.
Do you think our face lasers would do that?
Are you asking for a friend?
No, I'll just use it on my twat if it
I tell you
gets
what,
rid of the hair without.
You want to take a 5-minute break and you can go find out and let us know.
No. I know. I lost my other furry thing today. Can't lose two.
Nope. I did think it was Michael's manager was talking to him about the sponsorships with the ads and everything. And he had actually been banned from one of the dating apps. So that person or that company had backed out. And he's like, what could you have possibly done? It's not easy to get banned from one of these apps. And he was like, I don't know. But then we see him talking in IMs to production, and then production had asked him, and then they show a clip of him talking to TJ at, what was it, the pedicures? I think it was the pedicures. And he was posting nudes.
Which, the way my friends talk, I thought that was like required for dating apps. I didn't realize that dick pics were a bannable thing. I'll have to pass the word around.
Well, I don't think Maddie's heart-to-heart with Joe went very well, do you?
I don't think it stood a chance from the start. She can't change him.
No. And she's giving him constructive criticism. What she's saying is making sense. And he's just having none of it. I don't need you to come down on me. I need you to support me. This is my birthday week. Wah, 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 wah.
But what she's saying didn't really make sense, because when he said, okay, I'll go and I'll work my whole birthday and not take it off. Welcome to being a business owner.
Well, I was thinking just welcome to being an adult. I mean, that's what having responsibilities is. We don't get to, be me all the time when it comes to being an adult. Gotta make
March
the
is my
money.
busy season. I almost never celebrate my birthday.
My birthday was this week. We worked all day long.
Yeah, but you're taking next week off.
Yeah, but it's not for my birthday. It's to babysit. It's to take care of my kids. My kids is kids. It's not a break. I'm going to come back and need a break, probably.
Red flag on Joe being a business partner.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that networking and meeting people in bars to be in your business, to invest in your business, it's a good idea.
Well, Maddie made a very good point. She's like, where are they then? Where are they?
Okay, even if they were there, these people made this commitment while they were drinking.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably not going to hire somebody that's drinking in a bar to do anything.
Well, he's not saying hiring, he's saying investing. He wants people to give him money for the business that he's being at a bar who are deciding to invest in his business when they're drunk. Why can't you convince a sober person that you have a business worthy of investing in?
Yeah. Good point.
Can't even convince the drunk people, apparently. It just doesn't seem like a place to meet investors. It doesn't seem like a place to find business partners. You don't want investors who are going to drink the profit out of your bar.
Exactly. All valid point.
I definitely know what Dr. Joe shouldn't go see, because when I turned 30 and lived in Charleston, I had a doctor tell me I was middle-aged.
Well, now he's not having a midlife crisis, according to him. So Mia apparently has friend-zoned Justin because of the peanut gallery.
And I wonder where Jordan fits in, because Justin, he's like, yeah, I don't know. She's coming. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do you think she's still clawing her way back in? Does he twist this and say he left Mia, sent her to the side?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's probably about like Mia, just sick of all the drama. There's been so much drama around Jordan, so many people at each other's throats about, the situation and the situationship.
When you said the situation, I thought about Jersey Shore. Anyway.
I know.
And 7 hours until show's dead.
His
Womp
20s.
womp.
His 20s are dead. Womp womp. Emmy's pathetic. I'm sorry. She just pisses me off so bad. She is not letting this crap with Brad die. She's spreading rumors again. And Julia is furious. She goes to get her hair done and she calls Bradley and she's like, Emmy told my hairdresser this last week. You're stalking her. You're drunk. Banging on her door in New York. It's ridiculous.
It didn't happen.
It didn't even happen.
And then Emmy says, well, people aren't listening to me. What the comment you made wasn't a racial microaggression. So now you're making up lies about why you would be scared of Bradley instead of just admitting that it's a racial microaggression and, I don't know, focusing inward.
I think that's exactly what's happened. I think that she is
exactly what's happened.
Yeah. And she's just doubling down on these
her shittiness.
Lies.
It's pathetic. This pathetic white bitch. Own it. Learn from it. I'm done with her today.
Oh my gosh, Maddie's got her first international gig.
Yeah, Punta Cana, which is where Michols is from.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I didn't know that he was from there. So she's very excited. I have a feeling this is probably going to lead to an episode where they all go there. What do you think?
Yeah. And speaking from personal experience, Maddie is asking Michols, who is from Punta Cana, to help her plan this trip in the Dominican. I once went to Nicaragua with my friend from Charleston who is from Nicaragua. I wore my ass out. He tried to show us the entire country in
oh my gosh
5 days, 4 nights. Although I don't think Michols is as crazy as my friend that took us. Oh my gosh, Dee. I am the most womp womp today.
I know you are. I'm sorry.
So my dogs, Little Man and Lily. I used to have 4 dogs. Little Man, Lily, Teddy, and Lola. She's sleeping right behind me. And when Little Man and Lily, their vet was right on the other side of that bridge. The one with the triangles, the Ravenel Bridge, the iconic Charleston Bridge. And Little Man, I took him to the vet. He wasn't doing well, but he was going through cancer treatments. And we drove over that bridge and I took pictures and we got home and he ended up having a stroke later that day and we put him down.
Aww.
Lily, I picked her up from the vet the day that we put her down and drove over that bridge. And we just put Teddy down, 2.5 hours ago. And I was thinking, the first time I didn't see the Ravenel Bridge on the day I put my dog down. Well, no, I'm watching Southern Hospitality and there it is.
There it is.
I'm never looking at that bridge again. Lola, we're going to protect you at all cost.
That's right. So we see all of them getting ready for Joe's emo party, his emo birthday party. Some of them didn't even really know what it meant. Bradley had to look it up.
I'm like Mia. I didn't have an emo phase.
Yeah, I did not have an emo phase. But if
I
I
didn't even
remember
really.
right, it was pretty much it was almost like a goth look, like very dark clothes,
Maybe you were wrong though,
eyeliner.
because Mia seemed to have got it wrong.
She thought that it was more of like a costume dress up instead of like a sexy emo outfit that you were supposed to come in. She's like, I missed the memo.
I still
'Cause-
don't think I know what emo is, but I'm almost through 24 ounces of Pinot Grigio. So.
Well, Bradley said it meant emotional, and he said which fit Joe perfectly. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of emo from you here in a minute when you finish up your wine.
By the way, Cooper, the dog, that is such a Charleston name because not only do we have the Ravenel Bridge, which is that iconic triangle bridge, we also have the Cooper River Bridge, the Cooper River Run. That was, anyway. So Cooper is a very Charleston name. And speaking of emo, Southern Charm was the father of Southern Hospitality. This was the original Bravo Charleston show. And Kim from Southern Charm, she was like the cover girl of it. She did the voiceovers. My next door neighbor went to high school with her and said that when her cat died, she went through it like an entire emo phase. I feel you, Cam. I feel like I just need to.
I think emo's coming for you. Yeah,
put on some black.
Yeah.
My next door neighbor also has a dog named Teddy. Jail surfers, this is the most womp episode. I'm so sorry. I'm sure some of you have been here before. I kind of want to do this to get my mind off of things.
Yeah.
But also because I feel at home when I'm with you guys. So thanks for being here and listening to me.
What about Joe's brother?
I mean, it's cuter than Joe.
Absolutely. I think he got the looks.
It's not like the backup vet. The other day I went in and my vet wasn't there. The backup vet looked like Keanu Reeves and Brendan Fraser had a kid. I texted my girlfriends and like calling out all the single ones. Like, somebody needs to come and pretend to be Teddy's aunt. Huh? Too late for that.
Yeah.
Lola, stay strong. Yeah. Yeah, he was okay.
Definitely better than
cuter than Joe.
Only 13 months older. So what did he say? They weren't Irish twins, they're Italian twins. Is that a thing?
And his brother was saying that, well, there's like Catholic twins when they're born really close. I don't know. Anyway, there's no birth control.
Yeah. I think my husband and his older brother were what they would call Irish twins. They were 10 months apart.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't realize that you could get pregnant right after having birth while breastfeeding.
Apparently. That doesn't surprise me if you knew my mother-in-law.
Is she a whore?
No. But she wouldn't know that.
I didn't want anybody to touch me a month after having a kid.
She was married.
And I had a C-section. You can still stay the F away from me.
Well, apparently her and her husband couldn't stay the fuck away from each other.
You want to think about that?
No, I don't want to.
Your mother-in-law?
No,
getting it on with your father-in-law?
No, I don't. So let's just stop it. Let's stop, right? Can I just say, way to go, production, on how they rolled up these two groups coming into this music farm, because they look like a bunch of gangs ready to rumble. You had Bradley and his crew walking up, and then you see Emmy and Lake and that crew walking up, and it just looked like they did it in this slow motion, like, okay, it's going down tonight.
I didn't even notice that detail.
Yeah.
I really am you.
Hey, you act like that's a bad thing.
It's not.
Leva.
You should host and let me go more often.
I don't think so. I'm not a very good host.
I still finished my 24 ounce.
Joe with Leva. And she, he's wanting her to come to the party tonight, which she is. She looked amazing when she walked in too, by the way, I thought. But
Leva?
in the IT, in the ITM,
I need to find out who she sees for.
I know, man.
Amazing.
Yeah, now you got me totally sidetracked. I don't know where I was going now.
I don't know where you were going either.
I think I was going to talk about Leva and what she said in the ITMs about Joe.
Yeah, so we're at the music farm. Love is not happy about that.
Nope, that he just filled a competitor's space. She didn't really think he thought that through.
Time out. That's some bullshit. The Music Farm and Republic. This is apples to oranges. You go to the Music Farm for music events, for shows, to see musicians. You go to Republic if you want to be squeezed into a tight spot like sardines in a can and get drunk. Two different things. Now, Joe, he wanted to make this profitable. He wanted to give out 100 free tickets and sell 500 more and at least break even on what he is spending, which is good from a business, business perspective, good to break even. This podcast, not breaking even.
But it was great on income tax returns this year.
I still haven't filed mine. Don't get me started. Anyway, you know what I've been dealing with the accountant. Anyway.
Yes.
I don't know that Joe sold any tickets. It looks like he had 100 people there, which then leads Leva to think, oh, you're only going to have 100 people. You should have done it at my place because we can maybe lube up people with Crisco and shove them into Republic because I really don't even know how you're fitting 100 in there. It is like the tiniest space. It looks so much bigger on TV. I don't know that you could do 500 in there. I just don't know that you can.
Yeah.
Not as comfortably as Music Farm. Music Farm is huge. It's this big floor. It's this big stage.
Right.
Where's the band going to be at Republic? Where? Where are you going to shove them? The roof?
Well,
are we going to close off King Street for Joe's birthday? I don't think so. This is apples and oranges. Leva, this is the wrong position to take. As the attorney who overanalyzes everything, let me set you straight on this. I don't want to be Joe's business partner because he chose the competitor. Weak argument. Music Farm is not your competitor. Joe was trying to do a profitable business. 500 people would not squeeze into Republic. 50 people don't even fit in there comfortably. Anyway, better argument.
Well,
Joe cannot run a successful business. He can't even break even on his birthday. The only people that showed up were the ones that got free tickets. If the man can't sell his own birthday party, how is he going to be selling your product? And is he working on selling your product on his birthday? No. And was he working on selling his birthday on his birthday? No. And where is he getting these investors? He's getting them drunk and still can't convince them to invest in him. So is Joe a good business partner? A no, a no, a no. There are three valid reasons that aren't BS why you don't want Joe Bradley as your business partner. But Music Farm being Republic's competitor, no. You go there for different experiences.
Right. However, I feel like what she was meaning by the comment was this was an opportunity for him to show her how he could do a business. And if he's wanting her to invest in his business, it would have been smarter to maybe
get
not
her
do
drunk and do it at the bar. That's Joe's idea.
That's what I was saying. That probably wasn't the best idea.
The last time I went to Music Farm were the 40 under 40 for Charleston when my friend Sophia was recognized for her work with domestic violence. Thank you, Sophia is one of my only friends right now that knows about Teddy. I went to pick up Jake while Rob was at the vet, and I text Sophia's husband, Will, and Liz, who were my roommates that I had when we found Teddy and Lola. And Liz said she was pooping and started sobbing on the toilet and then got a nosebleed.
I don't know. I don't know what to say of that. You know, I'm thinking.
I'm laughing, but I think she wants me to laugh. And then Will and Teddy were very close. Lola and Liz were very close. But
they always watched him, too, after they moved out.
They watched Lola and Teddy, Sophie and Will did, when we went to have Jake. And they got a dog that looks just like Teddy, Lucille Hall.
She's so
and
pretty,
their
too.
mommy is Cuban. Lucille Hall, like Lucille Ball, whose husband was. Anyway, I came up
I
with the
get it,
name
I get
and
it,
they
I got
took
it.
it. And they took it. So yeah, Sophia texted me and Will texted me, but I still haven't told my friends because as soon as I got back, I was comforting Jake. He thinks we can go to a wishing well to get Teddy back. I tried telling him. I
Oh.
was like, because his birthday is next week. Teddy's birthday was
Mhm.
3 days ago. Anyway, I was like, tell Daddy you want another dog for your birthday. And then he was like, I want another dog that looks like Teddy. I was like, do you know they make them in mini sizes like Pomeranians? Because Rob says we're never getting dogs again. But I'm like, but what if Jake is crying right now and asks for one?
You know,
I am already manipulating.
I
I am
am
already thinking this one through.
okay. See, I'm already ready to advocate for Pity, another
Oh my God,
Pity.
I want another pit bull. I want another pit bull. But you know what? I saw last night Jake, he watches YouTube videos on my YouTube account. And there were these crazy ass videos. It's like this creepy person's like, what happens if you see this man outside your house? Like, looks like a ghost. And then there's this cat. It has this big old eyes and there's like fluffy cat. And he commented on 3 videos like that where it's like this weird thing and then this cute cat. He's like, that cat is so cute. I love it. And the reason I saw it is because my notification bar started lighting up to where the creator was liking Jake's comments. And then he was like commenting toilets and just random shit on there. But like, okay, let me see. This is what my 4-year-old is commenting on commenting on YouTube videos. 3 in a row were a cat. I love cat heart emoji. I love that cat. He's so cute. And heart, 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 heart. Those cats are cute. But like, okay, if you're on YouTube,
Quite a contrast. Quite a contrast.
you saw the beginning of that video.
Yes.
It was like worse than Doc, whatever the freak his name was from Back to the Future. Sorry, 24 ounces of wine. I'm starting to liven up a little bit.
No, it looked like Exorcist, like somebody out of Exorcist, and then it goes to the cat.
And his comment is the cat is cute. But the first one is this cat and this dog. And he's like, oh, I love the cats. Dog kind of looked like Teddy. It was part German Shepherd.
I don't think he would like a cat. I don't think he would. Cats can be really
think
mean.
Jake and Rob would both like cats. I think Jake would just like something small that he can pick up and do whatever he wants to do.
That's not going to be a cat. They're so independent.
For Jake, it's going to need the strength of a cat. Rob just
Or a
doesn't want to
pet.
mess with them. And there's litter boxes and there's all anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever have pets again. Lola, I love you. Live forever. And Music Farm is not a competitor of Republic. I'd like to propose a redaction to Dee's last statement because when we went back to the video and pressed play to resume watching it, that is the moment that like got in Mia's face. It's not that I was too drunk to see it. It's that it had not happened yet. And my psychic abilities are probably a little off because I'm drinking.
Well, and to be fair, I watched the whole episode last night. So I was arguing with something that Lauren hadn't seen yet. But I still stand by what I say. Getting in Mia's face, she's lucky. She's very, very lucky because my generation.
Because Mia's from Belize and she
No.
went to school with barbed wire.
No.
You didn't go to school with barbed wire. Like, if you went to school with broken bottle shards coming out of a cement fence, then you can talk.
That's
And
not what I
can't
was
talk 'cause
saying.
I didn't. Anyway.
That's not what I was saying. What I was saying is my generation, she would have been drug out to the parking lot already for that behavior.
All 90 pounds of D would have been dragging her out.
I didn't say I would be dragging her. I said my generation, if she got in somebody's face like that, she would have been drug out to the parking lot and put in her place.
So what happened when you got in a fight in your generation if you weren't dragging people out to the parking lot?
I didn't start fights.
You finished them.
Well, no, I just participated. Once I was hit, I wasn't just going to stand there. So, of course, I would fight. But my mouth got me in a lot of trouble. But yeah, I weighed like 90 pounds
Your
soaking
mouth
wet back
as
then.
in She's a bitch. She's a bitch. She's a bitch. Oh, no. Now I
No.
got to fight a bitch.
No. Actually, if somebody called me a bitch, I usually agreed with them. I'm like, you're right. I am a bitch right now. Didn't
Sure.
care.
We're bitches.
Yeah, that seemed to actually make them madder when I would agree with them that I was a bitch. Instead of de-escalating the situation, it actually made it worse.
I'm a bitch. What now? Come at me.
Yeah, there's a whole song. There's a whole I'm a bitch. What is it? Lover. I'm a saint. I'm a sinner. I'm a mother.
That was Meredith Brooke.
I can't remember who sings it, but I have it on my playlist. Anyhow, Lake has the audacity to go into the ITMs and she's like, Mia might look pretty, but she's a sociopath. I'm sorry, the only person that's been antagonistic at this party is Lake. Mia tried to actually end whatever was going on with them. I'm just saying. So you can take Lake's side all you want. That's not what I saw.
Meredith Brooke sang it. I was right. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think this won't be as bad a podcast as me.
I think your ADHD is getting you. Getting in the
I think
way.
the wine is. The wine
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
Yours
It's
fine,
still
wasn't it?
recording.
Mm-mm.
You're still recording. You're still recording.
I'm trying to stop. We're going to have
Not me.
I just want to redact the record or set the record straight. Whatever. We didn't see Lake getting in Mia's face because when we went back and hit play, that's when it happened. Tia's already watched it, so she knew. And my psychic abilities are probably off today. I'm not trying to tap into them. I'm tapping into the Pinot Gris show. So anyway, okay, yeah.
My apologies. My apologies for getting ahead
Lake
of
got
where you
into
were.
Mia's face.
Mm-hmm. Very antagonistic. She's lucky.
Did we already talk about the quash thing?
Yes, I think that was.
Squash means
Mhm.
to suppress. Quash means to put an end to it. Anyway, I think
Yeah.
they meant quash. I think we did. Anyway.
I just think it was really mean that Mia went to her basically with an olive branch wanting to put an end to it. And then she just keeps saying, no, I don't want to talk to you. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. And then she gets in her face. I mean, it's just stupid. It's stupid.
And when you were 20?
Well, when I was growing up, I mean, like somebody getting in your face like that, you just get drug out to the parking lot or out to the
Dee's
you know,
mad that
front
she
yard.
didn't see a fight. Dee wants to see a busted lip.
Just like to see
Fakers.
somebody get their damn face slapped when they act like that. That's all
I just
I'm
have to say, this is very emo of them. I guess they were wrong saying that Britney Spears is an emo because Emmy is so freaking emo.
She's just stupid.
Looking like busted Britney, bitch. Go, Julia. Go, Julia, for getting in there and saying, Emmy, your white ass privilege. This is all such bullshit, Emmy. This is all such bullshit. Production calls her out on it.
They brought the receipts. Emmy's trying to say that she hasn't said that to anybody. Who has she said that to?
Bradley's scary. Didn't
Yep.
say it to anybody.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
I'm
I
not
was
going around
naked in my
talking about
bathroom.
it. Then
Yeah.
how the heck did Julia's hair person find out about it? Because you're not just telling the few people we see clips of. You are literally telling everybody in Charleston.
Anybody
I
that'll
probably
listen.
heard it somewhere and just didn't care.
You probably heard it and didn't realize it. That's
Didn't
how
even
many
give a
people
fuck.
know. Yeah.
Like, okay, Bradley's scary. Who the fuck is Bradley? But I probably heard it because everybody apparently has heard it.
Waiting on her to rent a billboard. You know, when we drive by, we can see.
Call all nines for Belle Green or who the fuck. Anyway, the injury attorney asked.
She needs an ass
Emmy.
woman too.
Emmy, good thing you're not the one in law school. First of all, you're lying. We're not even being ethical. You gotta take the loss. You gotta know when you're wrong. The rest the judge will tell you.
I have just never seen somebody with such an inability to hold themselves accountable and just say, I'm sorry, you know, or I was mistaken, or I shouldn't have said that, or whatever. Now she's just outright lying to cover the fact that she said things that she shouldn't have said.
I think I was absolutely right. She is trying to dodge accountability for a racist microaggression she made.
Wonder if Will felt as unsafe as her. I mean, he was supposedly in there with her. Like, is she wearing...
Nobody felt unsafety.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And also, what is she doing naked? in her bathroom.
I think she was just lying about
Was she
that
like
to make it
taking
sound like
off
she
her
was more.
clothes when he
What?
came up so that she would have an excuse to be scared? Like, oh, Bradley just sent me this text message. Whoops, there goes my bra.
Yeah.
Whoops,
The
there goes
text
the shirt right
message-
out of my hands. Oh my.
The
Can't
text
trust.
message, right?
No.
But the text message in itself, she's sitting there saying that he called her a dumb bitch, and every time this conversation comes up, the production shows us the text message. At no time did he call her a dumb bitch.
He repeated the words you said extremely loud. Girl, I get it. I'm a loud talker. But I don't know what you say. And don't say racist microaggressions.
Just
Because,
own
that
your-
ain't a good look either. Learn, white privilege bitch. Go, Julia. Fucking go, Julia. If I see you out at a bar, I'm getting a whole carafe of crap.
Yeah.
Whole one. You're amazing. I want to buy you all the drinks.
Yes.
You and Bradley.
And Emmy just
I love
needs
you
to-
and Bradley. I'm afraid of Emmy. That's scary. Like a
Yeah.
bitch who is twisting shit around and lying, and you don't know where you stand because she can't tell the truth out of one side of her ass. How many sides do you think she has out of her ass? Anyway, you go ahead.
You mean out of her mouth? Because I mean, that's her ass is pretty much
She has
her
an ass mouth. There it is.
Yeah. Honestly, people like her, once it's been confirmed with me that you lie like that, I can't have you in my life. I don't risk it.
Which is why Julia says, bye. I don't want you around.
We're done with you.
I don't need you around. I have to face the judgment of the whole world. And you're my friend, and you can't even self-reflect at the shitty things you say.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I don't think you meant it to be a microaggression, which is what makes it a microaggression, but do not analyze your behavior, analyze your perspective, ask yourself why you think that way, dive deep, and just double down on your shittiness.
Mm-hmm. Liar. Emmy is a liar. She's just a liar. Enough said.
I said I wasn't going to with her anymore today, and I can't. I can't anymore
Yeah,
with Emmy
we're done
today,
with her.
so
We're not.
done,
we're done with her.
with Emmy. Julia's a queen.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley is a king.
Mm-hmm.
I bow down. Amazing. I love those people. They're my favorite in Charleston right now. Let's be honest. Is it Joe? No.
No, we don't like Joe. Well, Joe's okay, but
Gracie is like the jester, and I love it. Will you guys?
Mhm.
No, yeah. Bradley's the king, and Julia's the queen. I crown thee. Lauren said too much wine. Also, Emmy would be really disappointed to experience a true stalker. If Bradley is what she thinks a stalker is. Somebody walking down the hall and overhearing your loud voice. No, honey, no.
Mhm.
Maddie, she covered the Alec Murdaugh trial. She's the one that did the podcast. She works for Fitz News. She is like the lead journalist who
Mhm.
really got this thing rolling. One of my colleagues on Facebook knows her. And shared a post recently about how there's some sort of lawsuit where Maddie has a stalker. And she posted a picture of herself on Facebook in a swimsuit. During a deposition, Maddie was questioned as to how much in fear she's in if she lives freely enough to post a picture of herself in a swimsuit. Mind you, it's not even a revealing picture. It's her smiling. You see her shoulders up because there's water from here down. She's like at a spa, completely covered up. Not that that matters. Not that that matters at all.
How is that even relevant?
Thank you. Objection relevance. Like,
That's like
I'm
trying
sorry,
to blame
what
the
is the
victim.
counter argument here? You're not scared enough. Like, I'm not stalking you enough.
Yeah,
To
it's
where
like
you're
blaming
too
the
afraid to
victim.
even post on social media. So, no, Emmy, you are not being stalked. You are not being stalked. That is a real thing. That is a scary thing. The mutual friend I have with Mandy Matney, my colleague, also a bankruptcy attorney, she also ran for politics, and she was sharing her experiences as having stalkers. I had an experience. We had a consult once. This is when Liz worked with me. And right down the street from our house, like I had to block this guy because he kept texting back, and not like law-related stuff, and he did not live anywhere near me. He was like a mile from my house when I was there. I like hid in the car and Liz drove us off.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary. So, no, honey. No. This is not stalking. Stop making yourself a victim, Emmy. You're not the victim here. Take some accountability. Anyway.
I think Emmy's friend is probably giving her the best advice ever, which is just drop it. Just drop it.
Some percent, but Emmy's in
Mhm.
there.
I'm not going to drop it. I'm not going to drop it. Michael hits the nail on the head. He says she's not going to drop it because she has to be right.
Exhausting.
She is exhausting. I don't know how they can stand her.
I can't.
And Lake is like her best friend all of a sudden this season.
Probably not. Leva thinks that Joe had a successful party, and while it seems sparse, maybe at times, when you see the end in this stage, if that really is his party, that's a packed house. That's a lot of people at music hall.
Yeah. Well, and you know, Leva said, I've only known him as Joe Bottles. This is a completely different side of him. And if this is what makes him happy, that, you know, she thinks he could, you know, pull it off and be successful.
I don't think so. He's not having a birthday every week.
Well, and with Maddie and the work that she does and his desire to follow her all over the place whenever she does go on tours, it puts himself and any business opportunities to the back burner. So he's got to learn what to prioritize.
Maddie just needs to be so successful that she can hire
care
him
of
as
both
her
of 'em.
like stage guy.
That's right. She can hire him. She can pay
I
him.
don't know if that's what she wants, though. I mean, he's sitting there admitting that he uses alcohol to be more social, to deal with his anxiety. I usually use my Lexapro, and I didn't take it last night. Like,
I don't
perfect
have
night
any.
not to take it.
Yeah, I don't have any problem being social. You just get what you
You know,
get.
I don't either.
No, I think you're very outgoing, very social.
I'm just using
I need
alcohol
to-
to deal with the fact that my doggy died 3 hours ago.
Yeah. I mean, I do need to probably
Bless their
decompress a little bit. Like I need me time after I've been around
I know
people
what you
for a
mean.
while. Yeah, but that's it. I don't need alcohol to socialize.
Take us out, Dee.
I told you not to do that. I told you to take us out this time. And that's
I
it
take us
for
out every
Southern
time.
Hospitality. Thank you so much for joining us. We love having everybody here. We love everybody in the comments section. We love hearing from everybody.
If I didn't really, truly love talking to you guys every week and seeing your comments and having your support, I would not be here today. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being a channel surfer. Thank you for riding with us. Share with your friends.
Like and
Grow our
subscribe.
community.
Yep.
I lost my best friend today.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. This is like the most depressing podcast ever. Don't share
I
this
know.
one with them.
No.
Pick a worse one.
How about we just say we'll be back next week with Southern
And I need to text
Hospitality.
Liz about her pooping and nosebleed. Wait, did I explain that on the podcast?
You did. Yes.
Okay.
We all got to hear it.
Because
Apologies,
my in-laws also
everybody.
got to hear it. Rob
Yeah.
was on the phone with them when I went downstairs. They're in Edisto, so we might end up at Edisto this weekend.
Well, that
I
might
don't
be
know.
a good thing for you to do. Head over that way.
No, because I have to get my party. I have to get my house ready for
Birthday party.
all the people that Jake invited to his birthday party next weekend. Tonight, though, I'm going to have a few more drinks, edit and publish this podcast, and then go downstairs and spend time with Lola, Rob, and Jake.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Channel Surfers. And we'll see you next week with the next episode of Southern Hospitality.
Let's ride.
Tune in